What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the 2020 Ford Focus ST. It has a detuned Focus RS engine capable of producing 280 horsepower and get this, 420 Newton meters of torque. It's bonkers, this car. Does north to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.7 seconds. Top speed is limited to 250 kilometers per hour. And although people say this is a Golf GTI rival, the new Focus ST is faster than a Honda Civic Type R. And on top of that, it sounds pretty good as well. Just push the sports button on the steering wheel. Yeah, no more fiddling through menus to find driving modes. Floor the throttle and listen to the way the exhaust sounds when you upshift. But it's not all about power with this car. Oh no, Ford Performance went to great lengths to make the Focus ST as capable as possible. The turbo, for instance, it's a twin scroll unit, but it has an anti-lag system that basically keeps the throttle open for 3 seconds after you back off, so you don't lose boost. Then you have a limited slip differential at the front with torque vectoring, and that means that this differential can send up to 100% of the engine's power to one of the front wheels. And speaking of wheels, just look at the rubber fitted to them. Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. But even though that power is managed to a very clever limited slip differential, this car still has quite a lot of torque steer. And it's not only when you're launching this car from standstill, it also happens at higher speeds. So whatever you do, just make sure you keep both hands on the steering wheel when you're driving this car fast. The suspension is quite comfortable in normal mode. It handles bumps in the road quite well. It's quiet and refined. There is the occasional thump when you hear a crack in the road, but otherwise it's pretty good. And the refinement doesn't really go away when you put this car in sport mode. Everything stiffens up, obviously. There's less body roll and the car just feels sharper when cornered. But on a road with lots of small bumps in it, the ride quickly becomes unsettled and the car starts jumping around a little bit. I think the sport setting for the suspension is just a little bit too stiff for public roads, and I just wish Ford would have had one of those custom driving modes where you can configure every setting of the car individually. So for example, I would set the steering and throttle response to sport, and I would just leave the suspension into normal mode. I think that's just the perfect setting to drive this car hard on public roads. And it feels really weird that Ford missed out on adding such a custom driving mode, because all of these cars' rivals seem to have that.
The transition is good, it's a bit more precise than the one in the Fiesta ST, but it requires a bit more effort to shift. It's nowhere near as special as the one in the Type R, but it's pretty good. I'd say it's much better than the one in the Megane RS Trophy. Video coming soon.
Another cool thing about the Focus ST is the fact that this is truly a fast car that can appeal to literally everybody. Why am I saying that? Well, it's because you can have this car as a hatchback, like the one you see behind me, or an estate, or combi, whatever you like to call it. And if you don't want a petrol engine, there's also a diesel variant. Also, if you're not a fan of the manual transmission, one, what's wrong with you? And second, you can have this car with an automatic transmission.
The interior is basically a bigger version of the one in the Fiesta ST. Same bucket seats, same steering wheel, same dials, same infotainment system, you get the drill. The biggest difference is in the options list. For the Focus, you get a head-up display, a wireless charging tray, and electrically operated seats, to name just a few. The bigger bucket seats are much better for fluffy people like myself, driving position is spot on, and materials are pretty good.
So what's my conclusion regarding this car? Well, it's pretty impressive, to be completely honest with you guys. And I think this car is better than a Golf GTI in every single possible way except for one: interior quality. But that quality comes at a price in the Golf, as the VW is significantly more expensive than the Focus ST. So it's not really a fair comparison.
So yeah, if you're looking for the best driving machine, I'd say this is the one for you. But if you're looking for the best all-rounder, then that's the GTI, and it's only gonna get better with the new version launching next year.
That's been it for today's video, my friends. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come. And until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you around.